A lot of media on this Kansas mom story is making too much of the silence. Look, we saw this with Koberger in Idaho. Sometimes the cops are doing their job and they're not into the celebrity part of the business, and they don't want their sources out there. Sometimes there is integrity to the non-disclosure. Is that the case here? I don't know. We'll find out when they finally do say something, but I got to tell you, sometimes the silence can get deafening. And when it comes to Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley, now we understand why they were together, right? One was the supervisor for the visits. The other one was the mother going to see their kids, right? Going to pick up Butler's children. They never got there. The car was found abandoned in Oklahoma. State investigators say they had evidence to indicate foul play, but since then, no meat on those bones. Normally, there would be all this search and all these people and the family, help us, help us. Not here. Let's bring in NewsNation correspondent Laura Ingle on the ground, real pro, trying to get answers. And we have another real pro, former FBI agent, NewsNation law and justice correspondent Jennifer Coffindaffer. First of all, Ingle, now we understand that this wasn't exactly in the middle of nowhere. They had a reason to be where they were going. What were they trying to get to in terms of a meetup spot?
Yeah, Chris, well, it's both, right? It's the middle of nowhere, but they had a reason going from one section of Kansas, where I am now in their hometown, just past the state line into Oklahoma, to meet up with a guardian of the children for Veronica Butler, ages 6 and 8 years old. This was a designated court-approved visitation that is supposed to have a supervisor. She's supposed to have a supervisor with her on each and every Saturday, and there was a list. We went through the court documents, and there were 4 people listed as approved supervisors, and on that list is the pastor's wife, Jilian Kelley. She was the one that day on that Saturday that took the drive with Veronica Butler. They came 3 miles short of their destination. It's an abandoned gas station in a section called Four Corners. It's right off of a highway. You almost couldn't make it up. We went there and we took our cameras to show you just how desolate it looks. There's no lights. There's no cameras. There's absolutely nothing out there. And that is the location where they were supposed to meet the grandmother of these children. The father's mother is who has custody right now. But again, 3 miles short, didn't make it. The fiance of Veronica Butler is the one who got worried and started driving, looking for the vehicle. And the other thing that we shot and we filmed yesterday, we went on this desolate road. And when I first heard that the car was on the side of the road found abandoned, I kind of thought it was on the side of the highway, but it was actually in a little bit. We're showing you drone footage right there of getting up and over it, but we also walked down that dirt path to show you just how far off the beaten path it really was. It was 1,000 feet in from the main road, and we found a kind of a makeshift memorial. We found a white cross with yellow ribbons. There's yellow ribbons you can see here behind me all over this town, tied to every tree and lamppost, and their names are written on that. We don't know who left it there, but clearly somebody who, you know, people don't have a really good feeling how this is all going to turn out. The OSBI, the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, we've been after them every single day that we've been on the ground, and they keep telling us, you know, we are investigating, we are searching, we will let you know when we find something. When we got here, I was expecting to see a grid search, canines, not seeing that. That's not what's happening. But the OSBI does tell us that they're doing their own search in their own way and to stand by. Chris?
Quick thing, Laura, did the grandmother show up with the kids?
Great question. That is one that we have asked. There is no, we just don't know. We've asked investigators about that. We've asked family members. A lot of these look, people are really scared to talk about this case. Everybody in this town knows somebody. Everybody's connected. Nobody wants to talk about who they know and what they know for fear, it sounds like, of retaliation. There was a very bitter custody battle going on. In fact, Chris, 10 days before these women went missing, there was a court filing by Veronica Butler to get more visitation time, to get full custody. She wanted to see her kids more, and it laid out in these court documents that things had not been going well between the grandmother and her. 10 days later, she's gone. Is it connected? We just don't know. It could be something entirely different.
Hey, thank you for watching.
please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.